try a different vibe. Different one. Rock. All from the same kit. Hi, John Skippy Limcool at your service. I've got an interesting email from a customer I want to share with you guys. And the reason this video is called the Trojan horse inside of SuperMacho Drumz is because of this. I'm chewing on licorice, sorry. Hey John, Timothy again. I just found some old WAV files I had of yesteryear. We all have way too many WAV files on our computer hard drives at this point because of all the free sample libraries you can get from people. Oh, it's just insane. I would love to be able to add them to Contact 5 under SuperMacho, Bells and Winds, and or Mega Magic Pads or Mega Magic Dreams. Is that possible without overstepping boundaries of what you do? If so, please tell me how. If not, boo. Good news. Don't save. You can. And it's actually really fun and very powerful. This interface is especially powerful with all sorts of drums type of things, but it works for other things as well. And there's some differences. So I will show you why you would choose this interface of SuperMacho Drumz and why you would choose the interface of, say, Mega Magic Pads or Dreams or guitars. Coming soon, coming very soon. Let's do this. So first of all, what we're going to do, we're going to end up wanting to save. So we're going to do a little file management. So you go to wherever your SuperMacho Drumz folder is. I'm navigating to there now, right? Here's where mine is. It's in my shared users, shared SuperMacho Drumz. Here is the SuperMacho Drumz folder that has all of the kits. And this has the new shadow kits installed right there, right? Right here, say Command Option New, whatever it is for a new folder. I'm going to put a space and then say my spiffy new presets. You can name it whatever you want. Put a space at the beginning of the name and it shows up at the top of the list. Because what you create, you want to have it where it's not down in some endless menu thing, right? Not that this is a big menu, but I'm just saying you guys should have a space at the beginning of your name if you want. Don't have to, but you can, okay? Since I've done that, I'm going to go over here and actually tell Contact to go away. It needs to refresh the library database so that shows up. And just like that, we have nothing showing, so we open up. I like to use this new little super small, but if you don't have anything loaded and you have it in the small interface, then it's super, super small. There it is, my spiffy new presets waiting for us. All right, so let's go to SuperMacho Drumz. Let's just go back to Toxic. It could be any one of these kits that you want, and now we can minimize it down. Okay. Now, this is a folder of a sample library of loops and hits and all sorts of stuff from Belinsky. This cat, I love this library. It's really, really cool. I think this is from sample. Where is it from? Yeah, Sample Phonics. Really cool stuff. In fact, you can hear a demo. It's really loud. Get ready, because it's optimized to be really loud. So those sounds are in this library, and I want to use them. And if you want, let's do this. We'll show you both the boring vanilla. So if you close this, if you say New Instrument, you hit the tool wrench, and you can open up the mapping editor, and we could go to drum hits and kicks. And let's just grab a whole bunch of kicks and click and drag. And as you drag in this, you'll notice in this interface, as you go up and down the keyboard height, it changes how wide a zone it's going to make until it's a single note zone. If you go all the way down, it's by velocity. We're going to just say single note. Let's have it start. If you go to these darker notes, that's the actual pitch. Okay, so this is the way that most maps are made. You can do this with any library inside of Kontakt. It's how you make your own maps. Go out of here and you could click Save As and select this because that's what's currently loaded. And then save it, and now you can access these this way with no interface. Or, save changes, no. Let's say Guru Toxic. If you open up the tool wrench, you're in that same editor. Everybody works with the same editor. And we want to see both the group editor and the mapping editor this time. First of all, you need to click here and delete everything but one sample. That means all of these groups have been disconnected from the samples they were connected to, except for one. So then you can go up here and right click and say purge empty groups, and it leaves one group. And now you can go down here and delete the sample. This one group is the key to making this whole thing work because that is the script. There's this very long, huge script. Not going to tell you the password, but if you get into the script editor, you'll see this very long programming script to make all of that really cool stuff happen to the sample. Okay? Because we've gotten rid of the samples, but we've kept that group, we can now go down here. Let's do this. Let's actually do it in a cool way. Let's go like this, and we see it. See how in the Mac, I don't know if it works on the PC this way, but if you select all these and then you hit the right arrow, I'm going to choose a little bit of everything from each one of these groups. So let's say there, 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 some snares. Oh, even more snares. Okay, we got 71 sounds. Click and drag. Bring it over to Kontakt's window. Line it up right there with the solid and bring it down to where you see it being every note. There. You can go away for the moment. We now have all these sounds to work with, right? What we need to do now is click and drag all of these, and this is the group, right? I want to make duplications of this group connected to every sample, and all you have to do is right click and say move each zone to its own group, clone. Clone is the operative word. If it's empty, then none of the script is copied over, but if you say clone, it will clone this one group, and when we say yes, boom. Now everyone, and if I close this, I now have, I see the sample up here. So I could go up here and let's just say 2 measure groove. Let me find, get some hi-hats. And let's get some more tracks of that. Take it out of record. Cool. Here's some cool glitchy stuff, right? So okay, here's what we want. We want these 2 sounds. 3, 4. Okay, so we have created this. And I want this sound to go through reverb. Does that sound right? I want this to be punch transiented out so it's snappier. Make sure you're on drums, not global, or it does it to everybody. G sharp. There it is. Okay, so let's hit the compressor. I want to get a really dark one of these cool doom. It's kind of glitched out. And this, I want it to glitch. There we go. Now let's lock this kick and work on it for a minute. So it's there. I can play. I can do things to these sounds that you could never do with just the basic editor. So the Trojan horse is that all of the samples in your library now have a place to be loaded up. All I have to do now is go up here and say save, and go save as, and here it is. Exit out, and you will see my spiffy new presets, and you could call this my kit 1. And all you have to do is say patch only and absolute sample paths. That way it keeps track of where the samples are on your computer, but it doesn't copy them in. If you want, you can also say patch and samples, and it will move the samples into the folder so that it will load no matter if it's on an external hard drive and you turn the hard drive off, the samples are moved over here. So you can choose either one of those, but I typically say patch only because I keep the hard drives on for that. Depends on how you work. Say okay, and there it is. So when I go up here to my spiffy new presets, it's there to work with. So I have my SuperMacho Drumz. I could call up my EDM kit. And I can go, no, I want to go back to that kit I was working on. And there it is. Now, if you want to play pitch stuff, there's a couple things to be aware of. Let's go into this. Oh, I made it go away. Well, come back. Let's go into this and let's do this rule. Delete everything but one sample. Repeat after me, all but one. And then go up here and say, first, purge empty groups. That way it gets rid of all the groups, and then you delete the sample. Now I can go looking through here. Let's say I want to do a dark atmospheres. I could go to all of these and hit play to listen to them real quick. That's cool. So click and drag, and we're going to go up here to the place where it says across the whole keyboard. And it always makes the normal root really down low. So click and drag to make this. And here's a tip for you. If you want to know and line up the pitch, right here's the tuning fork and the pitch. So let's say we want this to play C. It's a weird chord. Okay, it's in here, so we can make it short, turn on glitch, make it be like say 8th notes, punch it out so it's now here's where you get into the problems that I was going to tell you about. Inside of SuperMacho Drumz, we designed it so that even with the volume up, it's ignoring this envelope. This envelope comes after the effects. Okay, so when I bring up the reverb, that whole huge sound is going on. So sometimes you don't want that. That's when you would use the Mega Magic pads or the Mega Magic Dreams or the Bells and Winds or the soon to come out guitars. In fact, here, let's do that. Let's use this. I'm still working on this. It's not done yet, but Stratocaster, let's say one of the open. Okay. So if I open this up in the editor and I can delete this sample because there's only one group to this. It's all set. So all I have to do is turn on my mapping editor, take grainy, go up here, put it in. I think it was, I don't remember what the note was, but. Okay. So if we make this short, we can have glitch happening. And the reverb, you can do that. So that's one reason why you would use the guitars, pads, bells, and winds, is it's set up more for musical sounds where the envelope is before the effects. Okay? EQ, punch. So you can take samples that are on your hard drive and use this to apply compressor, punch, EQ, distortion, lo-fi, the glitch. That's from one note. To any sample in your libraries of anywhere. In fact, let me show you one more cool trick. It's truly a Trojan horse in that you can do this. If you go to SuperMacho Drumz, let's say, let's go back to Toxic, just for being safe where we're starting from. Okay, let's open up another kit by someone else. So if I go zooming over here, you'll notice I have Damaged, I have some Phobia, which has these really cool hits and kicks. We could say, what does Rocket Exhaust sound like? No, let's go something more exciting. Cool. Cool. That'd be fun stuff to play with, wouldn't it? So make the script editor go away. Here's your samples. Select them and control, click, and say, copy these zones. Make this go away. Save changes. No. Let's get back Toxic. Make the quick load go away. Open this up. Go map editor, group editor. You need those two to see. Delete everything but one sample. Go up here, purge empty groups. Now you can delete this sample and you can control click and say paste the zones. Then take each of these zones and control click here and say move each zone to its own group clone. And now all of these cool hits are now available for me to do any of the manipulations I want to them. So SuperMacho Drumz is more than just drum libraries. It's an interface to get you into using your own samples. And then all I have to do at this point is go here and say save as, and it says the name of what it was. Don't worry about that. Navigate to your spiffy new presets. Click here and call this I don't remember the name of the kit, but fun horror. You're doing a fun horror film. Okay, that's the power. You can take any of your sample libraries that are on your hard drive that you've loved and cherished and wish you had more control over those samples. Boom, SuperMacho Drumz will do it for you. Or you can take existing libraries, even Damage. You could go to Damage. To the kits, go to the Damage kits. There's all these really cool kits that have, and he gives you more control in this library than most, but not enough. So if you go in here, there they all are. Just click, drag, say copy zones, and go through the same steps. And now all those Damage sounds are available to be glitched out, messed up, so you can now take it into the SuperMacho Drumz interface and do anything you want to them. So there you go. Hope this helps. And thank you for watching. And we'll see you in the next video.